meeting. Can you all hear me? Yeah. My name is Len Sutherland. I'm a Vincentian and left St. Vincent many years ago to live in the UK. Currently, I'm the principal of OneTech Training College and founder of OneTech Training College in Wood Green, North London. OneTech was founded in 1994. Before this, I was a college lecturer, both in further education college and university. OneTech is a private, 100% self-funding training institute in North London. Oh, sorry. I thought I was a bit taller than I am, actually. Yeah, as I said, OneTech is a 100% self-funding training institute in North London. We specialize in delivering both business studies and IT from beginner's level to degree and master's degree level. We're also accredited to deliver business studies courses in IT by the Association of Business Executives, known as ABE, and the British Computer Society, known as BCS. ABE and BCS qualifications are recognized worldwide. We are also Microsoft, Cisco, and CompTIA accredited center. I'm going to give you a little bit of background as to how we all started. In the early 90s, IT was deemed to be a skill shortage area by the UK government agencies. I had a very comfortable job, teaching a few hours a week, no problem, every day in, day out. But you know, it got a bit boring after a little while. Students were full of aspirations after leaving university to find work. Unfortunately, it didn't work like that. Many of them were graduating with good degrees, but no jobs. I tried to get the university to run courses which were practical, like IT courses, to fill the skill shortage, but they weren't really interested because they saw PC building, PC support, networking as below the university status. Well, I went home and thought about it, discussed with my family, and it didn't take me long to decide to give up the comfortable job that I had and start out OneTech. You know, I had 2 kids at the time, a high mortgage to pay, and I didn't know how it was going to work. But I took the plunge, and this is what I want, from what we were saying, Vincentians to do: take the plunge and be confident in what you're going to do. It will be successful, providing you work hard and believe in yourself. Employers were looking for graduates with practical skills. Because of my background is in engineering. I'm a practical person. I roll up my sleeve and get on with the job. That's me. I'm from an engineering background. I don't talk, I just do the job itself. You know, a lot of people talk, nothing gets done. I talk, but I get on with the job. They wanted people to do networking, programming, troubleshooting computers. Graduates were coming out, they didn't have these skills. They were very good at the theoretical aspect of designing computers. I mean, I was teaching them myself how to design computers, top-down design, bottom-up design, the architecture and so on. But this is not what an employer wanted. He wasn't interested in your theoretical knowledge. He wanted you to do something that he wanted done. He wanted someone to solve problems, not create problems. Well, we started out with 3 students doing A+ above a small shop in Wood Green High Road. We quickly gained accreditations with brand names such as Microsoft, Cisco, and CompTIA. We advertised our courses on radio, on television, not television, sorry, I wanted to tell you, it was too expensive, yeah, and various newspapers. We formed a small sales team. Within 1 year, we had, from one room, we had established 6, we moved floor down, we had 6 classrooms, and all the classrooms were packed, solid, with queues going out the door. The reason being, many of these students were graduates themselves. The reason being, they were able to get jobs very quickly. They were coming out, finishing a computer networking course with Microsoft or Cisco, walk straight into a job. About 70% of our students were corporate students, which means they were coming from businesses, and 30% were private students, many of whom were not in education, employment, or training. You know, sometimes money is not everything, and I would like to say that many of these students who couldn't afford these courses, they were given a very, very large discount because we saw in their eyes, I saw in their eyes, the ambition, the willingness to learn. So what? There's 19 in a class, there's 1 space. It's not going to do any harm by having an extra person there. So we took that attitude. We just tell them, don't tell everyone, you know. One Tech became very popular, training college in the UK. The Ministry of Defence, MOD, the Metropolitan Police were sending students to One Tech. We used this as a means of advertising our training courses. You know, when people hear that the MOD is coming to One Tech, the police, they're going to think, well, hey, this must be a good college. So they'll also come as well. So we were very, very popular back in the 90s and early 2000s. We also formed strong links with many employers to provide skilled technicians. In other words, employers was coming to us. Look at the situation now. We're not going to them. They're coming to us, asking us for students. Wow. Recruitment agencies were coming to us, asking us for students because they had so many vacancies they couldn't fill that they were coming to us to ask if we have any students. One of the things that came out of all of this was many of our students started their own business and went on to become successful businessmen and women. Some of them even started up their own training institute. Where they lack skills in running a business, we put them in touch with a government-funded organization called Business Link, which is going to be similar to the incubator that Ray spoke about earlier. One Tech was growing very strong as a specialist IT training company, with many students taking up very responsible positions in IT. We have many success stories to tell, but one in particular that sticks out is the head of Dell at IT was trained at One Tech. That was a very, very big position. This guy had a concert house and large family, and within 2 years, he was head of Dell in IT. Hard work, determination to succeed, that's what got him there. I remember he used to walk around with a big bag of CDs all the time. I can still remember him even today. Anyhow, our success began to take a downturn because the global financial crisis hit us. Companies were suffering. They began to see training as a luxury, not as a necessity anymore. We began to lose. Numbers of students were falling rapidly. We then had to go back and revisit our business plans. We looked at the business plan and decided to reduce the course fees, introduce payment plans, and of course this kept us going for a while. Not as busy as it used to be, but it kept us a head above water. Around 2009, I was approached by a successful businessman in London who came in pretending to want to buy a one tech for someone else, but I soon found that he wanted to buy it for himself. He made me an offer. It was a very nice offer. You know, everyone have a price, yes? And I accepted it. He also asked me to stay on as a principal. He was prepared to invest money into the business. We introduced business management courses, business studies courses. At that time, we expanded from one site to 3 sites. And for some strange reason, we were inundated again with business management students. Mainly a mixture of international students and local students. The numbers went back up to around about 500-600 students, occupying about 10,000 square feet area. So that's where we are today. We are forming links with many universities in England, so it will help our marketing campaign in bringing international students into the UK and on to a university of their choice. Well, the question is where is all this leading? You know, I'm a Svgnctian. I'm very passionate about this program, and I wish to bring my experience of developing one tech to the NCTI. As I say, I'm not a talker, I'm a doer. And I get the job done. This is how I am as a person. I've always been this way. I roll up my sleeves and I get on with it. And this is what I hope to happen here. As a first step, we have obtained accreditation from ABE. ABE is worldwide. The qualification is recognized worldwide. BCS, British Computer Society, their qualification is also recognized worldwide. They are recognized by the University of the West Indies, universities in England, Canada, America, all over. It's very important when someone is doing a course for them to end up with a qualification that's recognized. There's no point doing a course and giving them a bit of paper certificate and it's not recognized by government or agencies and so on. We have also restructured many of the range of short courses that we'll be delivering, thinking about employers first. They are our customers. We need to address their skills shortage areas, encouraging them to take up courses themselves or allowing their staff to come in some of these short courses. Things like Flash, Dreamweaver, PHP, SEO, all these type of courses which can enable them to become more competitive and efficient. We live in a very competitive global market. We've got to respond to that. As I said, we've developed longer courses like the AB and BCS, which lead to degree level. At the moment, we're going up to degree level. Later on, we can go to master's degree level. but we thought we'll try degree level courses first. With the Argyle International Airport soon to become functional, and it will become functional, don't worry about it, this will create a lot of business opportunities. You know, we're at the right time to develop a skilled workforce with people who are job ready. For companies willing to invest in Svgncti. Do you know there might be companies who want to come here, but are there any skilled individuals? Are there enough skilled individuals here? We want them to come in, bring in their companies, creating employment opportunities. At the same time, we also want to create opportunities for individuals to become self-employed. Why not? The entrepreneurship, the incubator program. These are very exciting times. I'm so happy to be part of this. Really am. And you don't know how happy I am and passionate I am for this program. And I think Gerald will tell you that it must work. It has to work. I'm also confident that NCTI will become totally self-funding in the very near future with the right marketing. I'm also hopeful that the NCTI will not only be a centre of excellence in Svgncti, but in the whole of the Eastern Caribbean islands. I'm going for #1 position. Well, we are going for #1 position. Not in Svgncti, but the whole of the Eastern Caribbean. This is where they need to come if they want high-quality training. It can work. It will work. We have the confidence to do it. And with all the support that's needed, I'm sure we can do it. Okay? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Len. Tutor at NCTI have experienced persons who have a degree in information technology and they have no experience in installing certain components. And the short-term courses, they are very important. And as he said, also acquiring that international accreditation. Let me see the hands of all those here who have a degree. Well, we have a big number. Those of you who don't have a degree as yet, you can come to NCTI and get that accreditation that you're looking for without going overseas and spending a large amount of money. Well, now we'll be having an open forum where you'll be allowed to ask questions. And I'd like to ask you guys not to be like my shy students and not ask questions. Ask questions, please. Thank you.